Check out this perspective on permission slips, placebo effect, and integration. When we alter our state of thinking, our state of consciousness with any of these aforementioned this is the ability to change our chemistry, our composition in the mind so that way the things that we see, we look at different. We're looking different at the things that we see, and the things that we see are now different. And this is perspective expanding. When we get advice, anecdotes from friends, family, coaches, anybody, so adjust our frequency, our perspective, our composition, the energy that we receive from these things. Now substitute the person that's giving you the antidote, the advice, the wisdom, place that with a substance like a psychedelic or a smoke or a coffee, some wine, anything that's chemically going to physically, that we perceive as physically changing our composition. That's the placebo effect. That's us giving the permission slip. Mentally, first. So the interesting aspect is that our brain has the ability to reproduce a chemical compound that it's experienced before. We have the ability to give ourselves a permission slip to jump into these different states, physically, mentally. First thing we can do, easiest thing we can do, is the breath. And just like that, I'm an airbender. Just like that, you're in your avatar state of being. Yeah. You know why? This is like playing a video game and having it in third person mode. Well, if the view is third person on the TV, that makes you the fourth perspective, the fourth dimension of us is when we're consciously making decisions as the avatar. Like in Avatar, like in the Matrix, where you're in where it shows are in Men in Black, where you have the separated individual from the one that's actually running the craft, the vessel. Because those decisions, once they're integrated with the physical, once these things are working in unison together, the mind, fluidity, oneness, unity, that's just with yourself. There we go. The boys are gonna send it. Got the sick Silverado. There we go. Yeah. Ready to send it. So anyway, this guy's got a mask on. He's probably a bird. In a car. What the fuck? Kaya?
What?
Perfect. Excellent. Didn't mean to scare you.
Daddy, come and look at something. Come look at something.
And he's gone. Perfect. Kaya, we're going to go.
Where? That way?
See that? I know a place that's just like this, okay? But it's a big wall. It's a cliff. We're going to go over there.
Okay.
And inside the cliff wall, there's a cave. It's a cave system.
Alright, let's go.
So we need the flashlight. So I think that here's the thing. We can do this at any given moment. We can recreate the compounds. We can recreate the perspective in our mind outside of the physicality. We can recreate that, right? The idea is to create the mind in sync with the body. Hola. Where's Nala?
I saw a lizard.
What color?
Like a little black. Little black, like. Come and see. It's under that rock.
Maybe it's a salamander.
You can see.
So yeah. This is why I like being out in nature. One of the aspects is that it's literally the elements, right? And what do you think we are? My perspective, a perspective, is that we've experienced all these different life forms and we've graduated to become this human vessel, this human full of different elements, all the elements combined. That being the wind, the air, my passion, right? My moon sign is literally fire, Aries. But that could be the coal that's burning, right? The fire, the heart, stoking the fire. What's up, babe?
It's at the Fire Nation, Suko.
Suko. Pulling others into our peace and pulling other things into our unity. I think that all spirits when we're able, and this is something that I find interesting. I think we do it naturally based on our alchemical, elemental, our esoteric, our astro theological natal chart tied in with the elements of even the constellations of the stars. Stars being a consciousness, plasma, light wave orb in the sea. This is all just an illusion of separation.
Which way we go and walk?
I'm going to send it through the path here.
Let's go.
We are. We're going to head. We're going to head. We're going to get everything set. You want to bring your backpack?
Daddy,
So even our thoughts.
is this good for your body leaves?
I don't know these trees like that. I got to study them. I know dandelions you can always go after. Always look for dandies. They grow pretty much everywhere.
And I can eat them?
Well, you talk to me first.
I eat them?
Okay. I don't know about those. They're probably fine, but don't.
I thought you were going over
Some of these
there.
bushes aren't. They're like hybrids or something, but
I thought we were going over there.
we have to get everything prepared. We're going on a mission. And we're going to a zone.
Which zone?
The cave zone I was just telling you about. Okay, I got to put my phone away because it's getting a little overheated. No need. I'm probably going to rip the drone out at sunset. So yeah, the integration aspect is that when we integrate it, we're not draining. Everything is in unison. Everything is in unity and synchronicity. And this is where the free energy, secret energy comes into play. When we're doing things out of sync is when we're actually draining. Like, once I start my car up, once you start a vehicle up, and say your battery gets disconnected on the ports. So now your vehicle will keep the electrical current running through the alternator. And that battery won't be in the loop. So now the battery and the alternator and everything gets strained because you're not running in unison. But when you are running in synchronicity, when everything is integrated and the cords and the clamps are connected to the ports everywhere, all let's just use the term neurologically linked, as you create that myelin, that root system in your brain, connecting all of the synapses. You're the one who hardwires it. This is epigenetics. This is something we can all do. And when you were young, you were making your decisions already on what you thought you were going to be based on what the things and stimulus and information that you received at the given time. But when you make your decisions at a younger age, how you're going to look, how you're going to be when you're older, this will be the light that you emit at a given time through an astral travel at that given time. You know, when you're 40, how are you going to look? How are you going to look when you're 50? You've already made these things up. You're probably, when you were a child, you had the visions, right? And then when the variations happen, then, well, yeah, it's not really in sync. Well, you know, part of it is not thinking that you're the one who's in control all the time, and sitting back and listening and watching and reacting and integrating into the elements, integrating into the world. And yeah, the purer, like an alchemist will extract the essence from a plant, like a tincture. Then you take that potency. That's like this right here. Made, not even, we don't even know if it's made. This is just the freshest. Oh, did I get ya? I got ya. Okay, well, hey. Hey. What? Let me see. Come here. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Come here. Where'd I get you?
Right here.
Right there? On the hip, right? On the hip?
Yes.
Hey, you know what I call that? The hip whip. You want to give me a hip whip? You want to give me a hip whip? Give me a hip whip. Come on, give me one. Give me one right here. Give me one. Give me a hip whip. Nola, whip. Like a whip. Like whip it. Whip it. Like, come on. Harder. There you go. That was pretty good. Way to integrate all of that emotion into your physical being. That's exactly what we're talking about. Falling into sync. But the time is now. Time is always now. Time to strike is always now. Becoming more potent and integrating these things when you have the chance. In the state of mind. Ride that wave. Because the waves don't always come. So when you're on the wave, hop on the wave and ride that thing. And get closer to shore. Get in line with the next set. But don't miss the set that's rolling through. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to miss it either. So I'm going to go shoot. We got a mission. Kai is itching. Nal is itching for a mission. Chee! Yeah. Surf it, fam, cosmically. I'll catch up with you soon. Chee! If you made it this far, then you deserve a little. If you made it this far, you deserve a little. If you're 17 minutes and 30 seconds in, then you deserve a little. Oh, you're funny enough, huh? Well, if you made it this far, you deserve a little. Whoa, this is how I was airbending last night, Kyle. That's how I was doing it, Kai. Come on, glowing, man. Tell me if you can feel this. You feel that one? Can you feel this one?
Yeah. And when tell me to.
Speak a little faster for me, okay?
And
Try it like this.
And when is pop? When there's
Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Kaya.
What?
You're walking on my fingertips. Hey! Pulling out the coop at the lot. Oh, Kaya! This is way more difficult than I'm making it. I'm making this look easy. Oh, jeez. Give up. Pulling out the coop at the lot. That crow is talking to me. I think we got some hikers here, Kai. Ask them if they made it to the cave.
Wow, beautiful hair.
Oh, I'm getting some beautiful lens flare.